Letter dated January 17, 2012, from Chief Financial Officer, requesting the City Council consider the approval of a bond ordinance authorizing $2,200,000 with a down payment of $110,000 for a synthetic turf field and improvements to the O'Brien Field.
Any comments?
Yeah, put them on hold because I have to sit down with Mr. Paperi and find out what's happening. This is something that I find out at the yearly mayor's address. After 5 years of crying and complaining of the condition of O'Brien Field, it's a fait accompli, but I'd like to know what's happening. I will sit down with Mr. Paperi. When I'm ready, we'll put it back on the agenda. Is that okay?
Synthetic fuel, you don't want
You don't
No, I want it, but I want to make sure what I want. Just like the same courtesy you received, Mr. Councilman. You went and you worked on and everything else, and then you present and you got the support of the councilman.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Councilman.
Mr. President, I understand the sensitivity of issues that come up for a particular ward, but this is a major project.
It's
He
not
has a
done.
week to ask questions or whatever. I don't think we should hold this item. It's an item that's needed. It's something that the community wants. Why hold it?
No, it's not. I have
Doesn't make any sense
to,
for
really, no, it's a beautiful, but I want to sit down and talk to Mr. Paperi. It's not, I'm the ward councilman, Francisco, and I understand that, and I give every other councilman a courtesy to do that. So,
I understand that.
you take your
Yeah,
role.
finally, Mr. President, what I want to say is, Councilman Massa heard about this. I said to the city address, it was a while ago. Now he wants to hold it for another week. He had
No,
plenty of time
it's a
to get
while
the
ago.
information he wanted. I don't think we should hold it.
Francisco, the holiday was 2 weeks ago.
I
It was only on the
understand.
15th.
I understand
We've been
that.
up from school and everything else. I mean, you want to be the sixth ward councilman?
I'm not
Be
there.
my guest. Well, they don't have to answer,
Not
Mr.
against an argument. I already
President.
said what I had to say.
As a ward councilman, I request that I have to sit down and see what's happening. Don't just put them on the agenda like that.
All right,
It's up
Councilman.
to you guys, whatever you want to do.
Councilman, I certainly, I respect you.
Thank you.
I respect your wishes,
I do.
but I'm just saying, but a project such as this, that's my line of work, and when I was in the county. But when you put a synthetic field versus a regular turf field, that's 100%.
I understand, but I gotta know what's gonna happen with this field. I'm the ward councilman. I don't care what any other body thinks about it out of the area. I always support the ward councilman,
We're gonna
and I
support
always did, but I wanna make sure that I support what I think is right for my ward. If something is not the way I foresee or my people foreseeing, I'm sorry. Taxpayer, we were suffering for 6 years. Every ward's got a John dump done over and over again. Some wards got $5 million to be done over and over again. And I didn't get a single penny in 6 years because the way the agenda was going around the table. That's okay. Every dog has their chance. So this is my word, and I want to make sure that I know exactly what's happening. I'm going to put them on hold. I don't see any emergency that this has to be done next week, Mr. President. Simple as that. That gives me time to discuss with Mr. Paperi and see what's going to happen. Because really, when you hear the mayor speaking, I heard the mayor speaking, but then it's going to take time in order to get. No, what do you tell me, Mr. Queste? You are more aware than I am than the word that this is already fait accompli?
No, what I'm saying, if I may reply,
That's
if I
what you're
had
telling
interest
me.
in the matter, I would have known the answer by now. Because time
You
is
would know the answer
That's
by
what-
now, but Francisco, I'm not-
Excuse me, I have the floor.
All right, go ahead.
I have the floor.
Please, can we have some order?
Yeah, I have the floor.
But you're not the ward councilman.
Mr. President, may I?
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, the point I was trying to make was, if this was a matter that really interested me, I would have known the answer by tonight. To come to a meeting and read something that you know is happening, and to say, let's hold it, because I know I know what's best for my ward, is nonsense. He should have done his homework as a councilman of the ward, and come here prepared to ask questions. So I don't really think this should be
Mr.
held.
President,
It's a major- Am I gonna continue to interrupt?
I do disagree.
One at a time.
Francisco, that's
Councilman
very
Massey,
ridiculous
please.
from you.
Councilman,
I'm
please.
really saying unprofessional at all. I'm sorry to tell
have some
you.
more,
All the
please?
years that I know you, now I wonder why were they calling you, Mr. President. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm going to just be like Angelo Pan. I'm going to turn my back on you because you don't deserve.
Councilman Mazza, please, you're out of order. Thank
Well, I'm
you.
sorry, Mr. Pan. I'm not out of order. I'm defending my rights on my
But
ward.
let Mr. Councilman.
And I don't like what
finish.
things going on and what I see the way. Let him finish. You know what I'm talking about.
Let Councilman Cuesta finish,
Let
and
him
then you
finish.
can respond.
Okay,
Councilman
I'm
Mazza,
turning my
please.
back to him again.
Thank you.
Sorry, Francisco.
Councilman Cuesta.
Well, let me just conclude my remark by saying that the councilman has intentionally offended me. But, he can say what he wants. I'm sure that he eventually will realize that I do not deserve the comments that he just made, that I deserve everything that people are saying about me. Before the meeting, he and I had a chance to speak about what's happening in the political world, and I expressed my dissatisfaction. Now he's saying that he agrees with a lot. I'm glad to hear from him straight out where he stands in this position. I am going to emphasize my point. This is a major project, and I don't think this project should be held capriciously. And Mr. President, with all due respect, almost every item that has come across his table recommended by the administration tonight, the councilman has objected to. Almost every single item.
You're wrong.
The purpose of government is to move things forward and to make things happen, not to hold things. The purpose of this agenda-setting meeting is to examine items recommended by the administration, and if we all, as a group, overall, the consensus is that it's going to improve the city, we should move it forward. We should not hold it. That's just my opinion.
Okay, all right.
Mr.
Thank you,
President,
Councilman Questa.
may I?
Councilman Mazza, one more
And
comment.
one more
then
time.
Councilman Goldman.
First of all, Francisco, you know me better, and if I did offend you, I did apologize. I didn't mean to offend you because you got me carried away to tell you exactly how I felt things. How I've been working for years with you, okay, and when I worked, even before you became a councilman, I was a councilman. I always got along with every councilman. And when it came to the word councilman, the word councilman, Francisco, just to remind you, is the one that calls what he wants also in his ward. For me to hear the mayor's speech, what he wants to run his agenda, let him do it. I'm not going to stop the progress, but I'm entitled to demand what I represent. The people of my ward that has been neglected for 6 years for spending money. But yeah, all the wards got double the amount, they got into the millions of dollars. And now all of a sudden, without consulting with the ward councilman, you want me to approve something, I don't even know what is actually is good for my ward? And that's where the courtesy comes in. To the ward councilman, I'm not asking for a month or a year, I'm asking you for a week that I have to sit down with Mr. Perry because I have other commitment in the daytime, and I explained that to you. Now, because you said, no, I'm stopping the program, Francisco, I am wrong. I'm surprised. I thought I know you better. And if you felt offended, I did not offend you. It's the way you've been treating me because of your political agenda that you would like to run, Francisco. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't say to me that I offended you. Okay? You know me, we've been friends for years. None of us know how to speak English at one time. We worked together, Francisco. And we still are together as a friend. I'm a human being and I respect that. To you and I respect also to receive my respect, Mr. President. I will finish. I'm not going to destroy the project, but I want to see what's going on. I heard it the first thing in the May, I thought it was like a joke. Because for 6, 7 years, 1 penny was spent. And I got letters to prove it to you and to the entire city council. You guys heard me. I need repair on O'Brien Street. I need the fence to be repaired. I need the water that is leaking. I need this to be done. I need the sidewalk to be done. Every day. But yet, it tells me, the director, that you have to wait for Green Acres funds to come in to find some money. Okay? And the mayor is the one who usually finds that. Good. I'm glad that the mayor saw the lights. When? An election year, Francisco? And he wants to use on my expenses? Well, that's why I deserve as a councilman to do what I have to do. And if I think it's right, I have no problem. I'm going to stop the progress of my neighbor where I got money invested. You don't have money invested in Peterstown in the 6th ward. You don't up in the north in Joe Keenan's ward. That's where you got to, and you take care of them with $10 million project on the sewer area. And so I did. And our taxes went up because of a project that needed to be done.
Councilman
Mr. John,
Knapp,
I
please.
keep my mouth shut. Now that's it then.
Thank you,
Stop
Councilman.
you,
Councilman
guys.
Goldman.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I'll be brief. All I'm saying is, and I respect the councilman from the 6th ward. Also, I respect the at-large councilperson. Only thing I would say, councilman from the 6th ward, is that if you want to get information, can you do like we normally do? Put it on, but if you don't get the information between now and Tuesday, put it off. Just other way, you understand? Put it on with the understanding when you go to Mr. Petty, you got a week to get all the information you want. If you don't get what you want,
That's what I asked me. I didn't ask a month, Mr. President. I
I
mean,
understand, but you said hold them, you said put it on.
I said, hold on until I talk to Papetti.
Yeah, no,
I didn't say,
listen,
skip the away.
listen,
Come on.
listen, it's a difference between putting it on the agenda and then if you don't get your information, then you take it off. We've done that before. That's all I'm saying. Can you put it on the agenda with the
But what's the urgency to put him on the agenda right now? What's going on that I don't know, that I'm not privy to the city council?
Mr.
President.
We're gonna stand by you.
I understand, but then you know what? What's a week?
What I'm supposed to say.
It's not the end of the world, Mr. President. I'm only asking as the word councilman to put this vote on hold until next week council meeting, we'll put it back on again.
Councilman Mazza, so it is your desire to put it on hold?
It's
or
not gonna
put it-
jeopardize yet. Is it gonna
I would
jeopardize
like
the
to-
application,
I would like
Francisco?
to clarify, do you want to put it on hold or do you want to put it on the agenda until you get the information? If not, then
Okay, let's, see,
what is your plan?
put on the agenda so I could get the information, but if I don't get the information from Mr. Papetti,
Then we kill it. With Scott.
like
That's all
we did on the
that's what I was saying.
I'm happy with that, but I'm not gonna be the one to say that I'm the bad guy, which I'm not. I'm the one for the
I didn't
progress.
say that.
No
I didn't
problem.
say that.
Okay, Councilman, please, can we,
This is what the
I
President
just
said.
want to make sure that we're clear, because we can either put it on hold and bring it back to the next regular conference, or we can put it on the agenda. If you don't get the information that you want, then we can then,
See, Mr. President,
what is your pleasure?
my pledge is whatever's the best that I could help the city and I put out my ward. Now, I'm sure the mayor, you know, that when he did this, he studied for a
Councilman
while.
Meza, and between those two options, what is your pleasure?
Well, put him on, pending that I get the information, I said, that
Pending
would
getting
Mr.
the
Papetti.
information. Okay,
That's all I said. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
thank you, Councilman Meza.
That's all I was asking.
Okay, put it on.